Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Adiosun Afolabi, Yoruba Medicine practitioner. Last time on this channel we talked about introduction to Yoruba medicine. So today we want to look at the history of Yoruba medicine, just like I promised in the previous uh, video. So, Yoruba medicine goes back to the period of time that Orunmila lived as a mortal man among our ancestors, and that was more than 10,000 years ago. So there are different versions of the story, and in the previous video I said I would talk about four, but I would rather talk about three because there is only one authentic one, which is scientific in nature, and that one my scientific mind and logical reasoning agree with that one. And then we'll talk about the two other ones just for us to understand it better. The realistic one that I want to talk about, which is the number one, says that when Orunmila was alive, he taught people his messages and also healed the sick that came his way with herbal medicine. He used both words and herbs to heal the sick. It was even said of him that he could cure a disease with or without herbs, that the most important things for him to cure a disease are ayajo, ofo, ogede. Those are the three, you can call them incantation in English, and iyeriosun, that is wood powder. So Orunmila and Osanyi were brothers, but it was separated the two of them, and then Orunmila bought a slave, and whenever he sent him to clear the bush for the family, Osanyi would refuse because of his belief that all herbs and plants have medicinal features. That is the slave that Orunmila bought was Osanyi. That was several years later. It was several years later that Orunmila bought a slave, and the face was no longer like it used to be, and things have changed. Then whenever he sent him to go and clear the bush, Osanyi who refused, who said that who refused on the basis that the herbs and plants have medicinal features. So as a result of this, Orunmila was able to recognize his lost brother, and that was how they reconciled. According to Orunmila, Osanyi was the only man on earth who could know the medicinal uses of herbs and plants. Osanyi was given freedom to practice his herbal medicine, which he did without mingling idolatry with it. Although he respected the religious view of his elder brother, but he practiced pure herbal medicine, and his followers like Olubinkin, Osanyibinkin, Ajigbapo, Odunko, and Ayimokode followed in his footsteps of pure herbal medicine without idolatry. The second fashion, which is superstition to an extent, I'll call it superstition to an extent, says that in the beginning Orunmila and Elesije were with God. It was said that Orunmila was a great man of knowledge and wisdom, and he was the diviner for God. On the other hand, Elesije was a herbal doctor with God. Elesije was well versed in the use of herbs and herbal preparations to cure the sick before Osanyi was born. When Osanyi was born, as a younger brother of Orunmila, he was apprenticed under Elesije and later went to work for his elder brother. Even before the birth of Osanyi, Akeweja used to pick herbs. Atetedaye used to grind them together, and Ede used to follow Elesije to the sick. All these people were under Elesije. Ede was the first herbal pharmacologist, and Elesije was the originator of herbal medicine because of Osanyi's knowledge of herbs and their medicinal powers. He became identified after his death as the Yoruba god of herbs and healing. There is a third version that says that Orunmila and Osanyi were distant strangers, unrelated at all, but met each other and agreed to teach each other their craft. That Orunmila was divination and that of Osanyi was Abba Ele. This version is unpopular and I only got it from a source, no other source backs it. So sorry for this. That is the history of Yoruba medicine. The first history is the realistic one. That is Osain and Orunmila as brothers, separated by war, and then they reconciled at a particular time whereby Orunmila recognized him as his younger brother that was lost into the war. So that is all I have to say today. Today again, I will introduce one of my product, an ancient Yoruba formula that we use to do detoxification or cleansing of the system. It cleanses the liver, the blood, womb, and then liver, blood, and then it cleanses the colon. So it is called Tetra Power. So it cleanses this four part of the body. So thank you for listening, and you can subscribe to this channel where we will continue with our Yoruba medicine education. So thank you for listening.